you constantly battle distractions, feeling your true potential is just out of reach. Now imagine finishing a day's worth of work in just a few hours, feeling completely energized and absorbed. Scientists have pinpointed a specific trigger in the brain that unlocks a state of deep, uninterrupted concentration. This video exposes that trigger and teaches you how to activate it on demand, forever changing the way you work and create. On average, people check their notifications every 5 minutes. Once distracted, it takes around 25 minutes to refocus. What if you could flip a switch in your brain in the next 60 seconds? What if you could find that sweet spot where work feels easy?
Flow state isn't just for elite athletes or creative geniuses. It's a measurable phenomenon studied for over 50 years. When you're in flow, 5 key things happen in your brain. First, your prefrontal cortex, which handles self-doubt, partially shuts down. Second, your brain releases performance-enhancing neurochemicals. Your brain waves change from beta to alpha and theta waves, similar to deep meditation. Fourth, your perception of time changes. You stop checking the clock and become absorbed in the present moment. Fifth, your sense of self temporarily fades. The result? Peak performance that feels effortless. You feel great satisfaction from any activity. Researchers found key triggers that consistently create flow. It's not random. It follows natural laws you can learn. This is the cognitive switch method. It has 4 main switches to activate in order. You can reach a flow state in 5 minutes, regardless of your mind's condition. Switch 1. Environmental cues. Your surroundings can either help or hinder your flow state. There's no in-between. Most people try to focus in distracting spaces. Your brain makes hundreds of micro-decisions based on environmental cues. A cluttered desk creates cognitive load. Visible notifications urge you to check them.
Bad lighting can hurt your eyes and make it hard to concentrate. So, set up your space to help you focus. Start with the single-purpose principle. Create specific spaces for specific tasks. When you sit in your flow space, your brain should know what to expect. Remove all potential distractions. This means putting your phone in another room, not just face down on the desk. Close unnecessary browser tabs and apps. Control your sensory inputs. Silence can lead to internal chatter. Use brown noise or instrumental tracks to mask distracting sounds. Brown noise offers a soft hum, helping your brain tune out distractions. Keep the temperature between 68 and 72 degrees for the best results. Make sure the lighting is bright enough to avoid eye strain and soft to prevent glare. Switch 2. Neurochemical priming. Your brain's chemistry impacts your focus more than willpower. Many people struggle to focus because their neurochemistry is against them. Think of dopamine as the fuel for your brain. High-stimulation activities, like social media or intense exercise, drain that fuel for hours. You need moderate dopamine levels. This means enough for motivation, but not so much that regular tasks seem dull. Start with 2 minutes of controlled breathing. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system. Next, move lightly for 30 to 60 seconds to boost circulation. Finally, eat something that provides steady glucose without crashes. Healthy fats, complex carbs, or staying hydrated work well. Your brain uses about 20% of your body's energy. Performance drops when your blood sugar is unstable. Switch 3. Attention anchoring. Now we reach the magic. Most people try to focus on everything at once. End goals, current tasks, problems, and time pressure. It's like watching 5 movies simultaneously. Your working memory gets overwhelmed. Instead, think of attention as a telescope. Start by focusing on something small and clear, then gradually expand your view. This is progressive attention expansion. Your attention works like a muscle. It gets stronger with use, but tires out if overused. Start small, build gradually, and develop sustained focus. The first few minutes of focus decide whether you fight for 20 minutes or enjoy 2 hours of flow. Switch 4. Challenge calibration. Challenge calibration is key for achieving flow, but many misunderstand it.
Flow happens when the task's challenge matches your skills. If it's too easy, you'll get bored. Too hard, and you'll feel anxious. In that sweet spot, known as the flow channel, your brain works best. Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, the father of flow psychology, created a graph. It shows how challenge and skill balance each other. The takeaway is simple. If a task is too easy, you'll quickly become bored. If it's too hard, you'll spiral into anxiety. We want that sweet spot in the middle. Most people think of challenge as fixed, hard, or easy, but you can adjust it in real time, like tuning a guitar. If a task feels easy, add time constraints or higher standards. If you're overwhelmed, break it into smaller parts. Your skill level, energy, and mental state change throughout the day. What creates flow at 10 a.m. might cause anxiety at 3 p.m. Pay attention to your signals. Many people find flow by chance. Then they spend years trying to recreate it. Flow isn't just about a perfect setup. It's about balancing your skills and challenges. Once you can reach flow, stack sessions to boost your productivity. Think of your brain like a high-performance engine. You can run it at peak output for 90 to 120 minutes before it needs a break. The secret is active recovery. Light movement clears waste from your brain. Looking at distant objects rests your visual system. Avoid high-stimulation activities to prevent neurotransmitter depletion. With practice, you can reach 6 to 8 hours of flow each day. Alternate 90-minute focus sessions with 20-minute breaks. It's like interval training for your mind. Even with perfect technique, you'll face obstacles to flow. Troubleshooting common problems keeps things consistent. Mental resistance often comes from trying to force flow. Instead, let it happen naturally.
When you feel resistance, take a step back. Focus on something small to anchor your attention. Remember, external interruptions will happen. When you're interrupted, jot down your last thought. Then, deal with the interruption. This helps you re-enter flow faster. Here's your homework. Choose one simple cue you will use every time you start a work session. Maybe it's putting on specific headphones. Maybe it's taking one intentional breath. Maybe it's a single keystroke that opens your work document. That sequence isn't random. It's a powerful message to your brain saying, "Game time." It's the same reason the smell of popcorn instantly tells you a movie is starting. Your brain loves patterns. It connects your cue with focused attention.
Be patient with the process. Flow state is a skill that develops over time. Your first attempts might feel clunky or forced. This is completely normal and temporary. The people who transform their lives with these techniques aren't the ones who get it perfect immediately. They're the ones who practice consistently, despite imperfect results.